Hey everybody, welcome back to Tenza Motorsports. Today we're going to be reviewing this smoke leak detector kit from Andeman. Now this is the JS301A, and it's a tool that for the longest time I kind of thought was a little bit out of reach. Even going to like somewhere like Harbor Freight and seeing the prices there, I think their Icon one's like $500 or $400 or something like that. This is way more obtainable at well under $100 alongside a bottle of smoke fluid. I will have the link to everything down in the description. Before we get any further into this unboxing and review, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like you've enjoyed this type of content. Also make sure to follow us on Instagram, Tenza_Motorsports. This fluid right here was like 20 bucks or something like that, which puts this, again, well under $100. Now, I don't know why some of these kits are so expensive. I know the Icon one obviously is going to be a little bit more complicated. Some of the other ones they're bigger, there's other features on them. But honestly, if you're just trying to do a smoke test, why does it have to be very complicated? I haven't even really opened this up beyond just checking to make sure it's not damaged from shipping. And I can tell you right now that it's essentially a heating element that makes this oil really smoky. There's really not that much to it. Funny enough, when I opened this up a while back to do a video on it and realized that it didn't actually come with smoke fluid, I didn't know that at the time, which is why this video is actually later than it's supposed to be. I was very tempted to try my oil because I've got some model trains, and I almost used I think I've got like a pine scented oil, and I was very tempted to use that into this, but that stuff's really expensive. For just like a little thing of it. It costs as much as this for like a tenth of it. Anyways, I thought that was kind of funny that I was tempted to do that. I would have made my car smell like pine. The garage would have smelled like Christmas time. Anyways, let's get this pulled apart, show you kind of what's going on here, show you how to put the fluid in it, and then I'm going to get it hooked up to my car. I'll show you a test that I had made, and this is an option for you. This is obviously a better system if you're going to, try to do diagnostics, but there are other ways of doing it a lot cheaper, and I'll show one of those. Again, not to take attention away from this, but like if you're in a pinch, you need it right now. I need it tomorrow. I can't wait a week to get something from Amazon. I'll show you another way to look for leaks. All right, so unboxing this, there's really not a ton to this kit. You pop it open here. Here is our user's manual. Here's the actual machine itself. Pretty small, which is nice. And then I think this is all of the parts and accessories. Perfect. So these are all of your connectors to get it to fit different intakes and things like that. And you can buy bigger kits, so I know they make ones that are a lot bigger than this. So if you need to do something like that. Then this looks like the actual hose, and then the power supply. And there you go. Nice little size here. Oil fill port here. Handle, which comes out high enough that if you needed to hang it, I know a lot of the nicer ones come with hangers. Air mode. Smoke mode. Let's go around here. Nothing on the sides. Oil drain, power supply, and inlet flue. So yeah, again, it's not super complicated, and I've never actually had to use one before just because I've gotten lucky enough that my cars have been fairly reliable, but I'm actually interested because I did find a leak just using compressed air. On my race car, I had a injector where the seal had rolled over and was leaking. It's always good to check even if you don't think you've got a leak. Power this thing up, see what it looks like. So battery on the beamers are in the back, but they do give you a jump port out front here. So I'm gonna turn this thing on. Hooked up, let's see if we're getting any juice. Okay, so you can hear that working. And then let's go over here to smoke mode. Hopefully this works. You'd be surprised at how hard it was to find smoke fluid. So I don't know if you can just barely start to see that. There we go. Getting some now. I'm gonna stop that because I'm in my garage and I don't want to breathe this in the rest of the night. But I do want to show real quick how you would do this into the intake. Now before we get too far along, I just kind of want to show you this little tester here. This is something I just made with some parts from Home Depot and Harbor Freight. And basically what you can do, especially on mine where I've got charge piping for the supercharger system, is you can pull off this coupler here and stick this in there, and then you can put a hose clamp around this. So you'd go to this lower one here, and then I can hook it up to my air compressor, turn it on, and I can see the PSI, and then I can turn this off because you'll hear hissing in this line, and you'd basically match your air, you wouldn't leave your air compressor on to like 100 PSI and then turn this on. You would just kind of run this and the regulator on the air compressor, and that's how I found that one leak. This right here does do an air mode, so I don't know if that means that you can do something like this. This had enough pressure that several times this popped off. So I don't think just jamming this in there would give you the same results. But if you're desperate to do something like this, you can make this locally. So just a piece of PVC, and you just want to make sure this is like a PVC cap or something like that. A little valve, PSI gauge, pretty simple. So this did save my butt. But this will be a lot more telling of where exactly it's coming from. This should be fairly easy. I'll loosen this clamp right here, and then I think this will drop down enough to let me put this on there. Hopefully I don't have to take apart my entire intake, but I think I can just get away with this one clamp. So let's do that real quick. Okay, sorry the engine bay is a little bit dark, but here is the smoke machine hose. I was just able to take this coupler off and get that to fit right in there. So now we're going to go to smoke mode. I'm a little bit nervous because if I find an issue, that means I've got more work to do. So we're just going to turn that on. Then what we'll do is monitor to see if there's smoke coming from anywhere in the engine bay. All right, so we did find something. Let me see if I can get my light down in there enough to show you guys what's going on here. You see that right there? Easy find. So my vacuum hose, which is probably just out of sight there, or maybe it's that one, has come off. Something I probably wouldn't have picked up just driving around because it's very small boost leak or vacuum. As you can see here, we are able to pick it up very quickly. So I'm gonna get that fixed. All right, did another couple tests, and it looks pretty good. I can't do too much more because I am smoking the garage out and I don't have any of the doors open. So this is probably not a good idea to run inside. I just kind of turned on my fan for a little bit and kind of diluted it a little bit so I could finish up the video here. But don't run this in a garage if you don't have any air circulation. Other than that, honestly, seriously, this is fantastic. And just a couple diagnostics on my car and my wife's car, just the race cars, it is worth the money. It's worth that 70 bucks, 80 bucks with some oil. I couldn't be happier with it. Little compact guy, and it worked immediately. You could see how fast the smoke started coming out of this. I couldn't be happier with it, and I'm going to put it back in a small box, and we'll find a spot to put it here in the garage, and I will definitely be coming back to this again. Boost leaks, vacuum leaks, they can kill performance. If I have boost leaks and vacuum leaks, I can get bad data logs to my tuner. This is a must-have for the price. As long as it stays reliable, I don't recommend spending a ton of money on one of these. I will follow up if this has any issues in the future, but honestly, it's so simple. There's really not that much to it. There's a little air pump in there, and then there's a little heat element that makes that oil smoke. And that's kind of it. There's not a lot going on inside there. Comments or questions down in the comment section below. Do you own one? Which one do you own? Do you use it very often? Was it worth it? I'm very curious to know. This is a new item for me. I've never owned one. I've never really had to use one before, so I really want to know everybody's experiences with a smoke leak detector if you have one yourself. Thanks again so much for watching, and we will see everybody in the next video.
Bam!